Saturn is officially at 29 degrees in Pisces and will be until May 25th when Saturn enters Aries. This is not a drill. We are wrapping it up. We are finishing. We are finalizing. Saturn entered Pisces in March of 2023. What have you been brewing? What have you been doing? What's been in your Pisces space and place in your chart that you've been getting in order and getting the work done for? Talk about your spiritual practices too. What have you been doing that's been new in your brew? What have you been doing that's been new in your disciplines and in your practices, in your learnings, in your study? Also, any transition that you've been going through that is Pisces related, the house that Pisces is in, any stuff in your 12th house is going to be applicable for that as well. And also, technically, any Saturn stuff in your chart that you've been transitioning, 10th house, new job, new money, new lifestyle, new career, all that, okay? Big categories, but that's where we are. We're wrapping it up. We're finishing and finalizing, okay? And this is a pretty serious placement. It's called the critical degree for a reason. You gotta get it done, and you gotta get it done now. And if not, then it's gonna get left behind. One of the things I like to say about the 29th degree is that it's called the death degree, okay? Think about if you are privileged enough to live a long life and you have things to leave behind, this is the time period, the 29th degree, where you're figuring out who's going to inherit what, where is it going, how is it going to be transferred. So because of that, we're finalizing the cycles. We're kind of figuring out what are we leaving behind? Where are we going? And because it's Pisces, I think this is the most exciting part, at least in my opinion. Everything that we've been transitioning in the aforementioned spaces, Saturn and Pisces stuff, the rain is starting to pour. Cool. Freaking cool, dude. What did you do? Those offerings are now making their way back to you. They'll still be beginning once Saturn enters Aries. Saturn and Aries and Saturn and Pisces, rather the relationship between Pisces and Aries, there are two different forms of transition. Pisces is the transition where there's a lot more endings and like we get the glimpses of the new beginning, and the new beginning kind of is like very fresh. It's very new. Whereas Aries is the new beginning, and then we kind of figure out what do we have to leave behind because the new beginning is what we're in. So there's still transition related with Aries, but the new start has started. So I'm really excited for this. I'm really looking forward to the beginning and us being able to kind of make the final transitions out once Saturn has entered Aries. And before we get there, Saturn being in Pisces at the final 29th degree. Okay, well, what are you receiving? Because we're leaving. What are you receiving? Because we are leaving. We're done. Think about the chapter that you've been in since March of 2023, Saturn and Neptune Pisces related. That's it. That's it. We're here. It will retrograde back into Pisces, so we will have some reconsiderations. We kind of figure out once Saturn retrogrades back into Pisces later this year, like we didn't bring it with us, but we meant to. I forgot that. I forgot the bag at home. Let's go back for a second. We got to pick it up before we start. So there's going to be some things where we have to kind of reconsider that sort of stuff. What did we leave behind that really actually we needed, or we forgot about some stuff that we have to go pick back up? That's going to be when Saturn re-enters Pisces later in this year. But for now, say congratulations on your manifestations, because there's going to be some things that start grounding now that Saturn is at the 29th degree. Grateful for it and for you and me, okay? May 25th. We've got until May 25th. We've got some things to wrap up, some things to receive, and then we're out. It's time to leave. We're done. Gratitude represents love to you. Keep up the brew that you do. I will too. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I'll talk to you soon. That's also true.